Hello there, YouTubers. I'm back. And what are we talking about today? Well, as the title states, sadly, more than repairs. And I am right by the highway, so you're going to hear cars go by. I do hope it's not going to be so distracting, but let's get into this. So I had been hearing like a knocking when I was driving the vehicle, like as sometimes I would just barely move it to the right or to the left and you get like a knock. And then as early as maybe I would say maybe Thursday or Friday of last week, as I was turning my wheel, it was squeaking very loudly. And so when I spoke to Mr., the first thing he said was, power steering fluid is what I needed, and I should just go to a local shop and just get some and just add power steering fluid. And I was like, okay. And the more I thought about it, the more I said, you don't know where the power steering fluid is located. So you just can't go and put power steering fluid. And I am currently not around Mr., let's just say that. So he couldn't do it. And so I had to get a oil change. So I was already not scheduled, but I already knew I needed an oil change. And so I just decided to take it to my local place to get the oil change and have them just check the power steering fluid. Well, when it all boiled down to it, I had to tell them also about the knocking that I was hearing as I was driving. And I ended up paying $200 and maybe $7 to get the oil change. And he said that the power steering fluid looked like it had not been changed probably since, the car was bought. The van was purchased. And that could be true. Now, mind you, the van has sat up for many months and with no usage. And y'all, my van is old enough to drive. My van is 21 years old, and she's old enough to drive, not drive, she's old enough to drink. What am I talking about? And she is really drinking up all of my cash out of my bank account. So I say that all to say the other things that need to be done have to do with, I guess he was explaining it to me, and I'm so bad with information when it comes to vehicles, but it has something to do with, I guess, the brakes and whatever it is. All I know is going to end up being like $900 to get it fixed, but all is good. I am still very much positive in the sense of I think I'm still winning with this vehicle. I'm very happy that I have this vehicle. So I knew going in that I was going to have to do a little upkeep. True enough, just like I had to kind of woo my staff member that sold me the vehicle, because he was the one that took me to go and drop off the van and then pick up the van yesterday. And so when I told him what the damage was, the first thing he says, I'm sorry. I was like, what are you sorry about? Like, you wouldn't know. Nobody knew, I knew I was taking a chance at purchasing a van that was 21 years old, and I was willing to do that very willingly. And I don't think that anybody sold me a lemon. I'm very cognizant of the fact that if a vehicle sits up for a while, it may need some repairs. Again, I say that all to say I just didn't think it was going to be within the first big repair or major repair was in the first 5 days. And now I'm in it, maybe 2 months, and now another repair. But there's nothing to be sad about. There's nothing to be, frustrated about. It's called owning a vehicle, and things happen and things break down. Am I going to have to probably get on the pole to pay for this? Maybe. I don't know. They're going to either pay me to get up or pay me to get down, but they're going to pay me on that pole. I'm just saying. So I've got to get up this money to pay for, I want to say shunts. I'm probably saying it wrong, and I know it's loud. But it has something to do, like I said, with the brake issue. So I don't even know if I'm going to continue to drive the van after I take it home, or at least maybe by the end of the month. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I might have to stop riding in her, which makes me very sad. I may have to stop staying in my van until I can get that fixed. I just don't want anything that has to do with my brakes to be an issue, especially since I drive an hour and a half one way up and down the road. And if something happens, you know, my family is going to have to come pretty far to come and get me. So I'm still weighing my options of what I want to do. The great thing is, the blessing of it all is that I own another vehicle. I own an SUV. My Black Betty can get up and down the road and she's fine. She's got new shoes on her, so she's good. But I'm going to be sad that I'm going to have to probably put her away until I can truly pay for what needs to be done. And so that's the sad part. Not that the work has to be done, but the fact is I need to probably use wisdom and just not move her until I know that I'm moving her to go get fixed. So that's my only sadness, and I wanted to just come on here this morning because I haven't even made it into my office this morning because I wanted to come out here, make this video, and let you all know that I am still extremely happy about this van life journey. But if one thing I've learned is that van lifers, vehicles, and RVers, and people who live in their vehicles, they break down. They need work, and you have to pay to play. So I just got to figure out a way to pay to play, and I will. I'm just and I'm trying not to make this sad because I'm not sad. I feel like I'm still winning. I'm still winning being in this vehicle. And if nothing else, if I just really feel like I want to sit in it and I want to stay in it, I can just keep it at my house and sleep in it over the weekend in my driveway. Again, I enjoy sleeping in my van. I enjoy living out of my van. I just do. I was fortunate enough last night to stay at a new staff member's driveway, and when I tell you, oh, I slept like a baby. I mean, just that was probably the best night sleep that I've had since I've been sleeping in my van and living out of it. That was the best night's sleep, and I know a lot of it was because she made me feel so freaking comfortable by being there. And not to say that my other staff members have not, but even when she was talking about how the sounds of all of the, let's just say, critters in that night air, it was just very soothing. It was just a wonderful night's sleep. So I'm looking forward to going back there and spending more nights. It was a flat surface. If any of you all know anything about sleeping in your vehicle, you definitely do not ever want to be on an incline, because you start out like this, but you end like this because you just slide throughout the night. And so her driveway was a flat surface. It was beautiful sleep. Like, I woke up at around 3 o'clock in the morning because I had rested so well, which is very odd. And so I had to make myself go back to sleep. But so I'm definitely very grateful that I'm being allowed to stay there. I will be back tonight, but I may not be able to keep this up until she is 100% well. And I just don't know if, again, because I know my family members watch my videos, and I don't want to have to be able to explain, like, you knew something was wrong with the van and you still was going up and down the highway. You have a working vehicle, just use that. So wisdom at some point is going to have to take place in this, and sad to say, I might have to put her away until I can get her fixed. So But in the end, I'm still winning. I'm still loving my van life journey, and this is a part of that journey. So I'm done, guys. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to have a great day. I wish you all the best. Have a great day. And you know what I always say now? Be the best you can be, because you know what? All the others are taken. Smooches, y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.